Hey, welcome back to episode 3 of Confessions of a Musician. I am your host, Steven, aka King McKinley. You can find me on all the socials. Instagram, King McKinley _. Twitter, King McKinley _. YouTube, King McKinley. And if you're still on Facebook, Steven Garrick. I think it should be King McKinley too, but Steven on Facebook. Trying to build up the other platforms because I'm trying to actually take a crack at this. But we got a good one today. Confessions of a Musician. So jumping right in. Question of the day. What's the thing you hate most that other musicians do? Drummers warming up when sound man is trying to sound check everyone else. Bro, relax. You are next. Now I'm going to talk about this. Is mine. Drummers, y'all need to chill. We know that you can play. Why don't y'all act like you've been here before? The singers, they're do re mi fa so and you cha 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 cha. I'm like, bro, we about to. Everybody's gonna get around. You got the most stuff and you doing the most writing, like literally right now. Like some of y'all drummers, I love y'all. Like bass players, drummers, we got we here, but some of y'all are like out of your minds. All right, moving on. This one person said, when they think they know everything and can be never wrong. Moving on. Hate when drummers play the wrong beat on a song. Bro, that is not it. I can tell you. Whoa, that is so true. I threw another one in here. Singers cupping the microphone. You can't be off key, screaming, and muffled. This ain't a rap concert. Pick a struggle. Yo, some of y'all, I know that a lot of times y'all can't hear each other. More often than not, I know that you can't. Because when we get going, we get going. We having fun up there. And we be loud, especially if it's no in-ear situation. We just be loud, having fun, completely forgetting that you are actually up there singing. But at the same time, y'all need to know if you can really sing or not. Y'all need to know how to properly hold the microphone. Pause. Next one. I hate when we spend hours at a rehearsal during the week and then the gig, the singer switches up majority of the songs. When I tell you that is that's probably one of the ones I hate the most. The other part of that one is when you learn the song. Let's say they don't change up the song, but you learn the song, and then everybody else don't learn the same parts. Like I'm in here struggling and sweating off of all these hits and runs and stuff, band hits. And then y'all smooth roll over those. Like, and then a lot of times we don't rehearse, depending on what the situation is. We just come in prepared. But then when those parts come up, when those parts come up, and then they just blow over it or completely botch it. Oh, the worst. Next one. Eating candy in the middle of an intro. How do you even do that? Who does that? It's probably you keyboard players. I know y'all be funny. 20 minutes before gig service, I'm about to run down to the street and grab something to eat real quick. Yo, I bet you those drummers be nasty like that. Like, yo, we about to start. You could have did that on the way. You could have did that while we were still chilling, but not right before we about to. Okay. I hate when cats come to rehearsal late and don't know the music, or when I'm giving someone a part, someone else makes all types of extra noises. We probably need like a whole, like, coming to Jesus moment, all of us. Or at least y'all that don't like coming to rehearsal prepared, or coming to the gig prepared. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And this is the thing. It's probably not even. This is, y'all. I've heard this almost so commonly, like people coming to the gig and not knowing the material. It could be just church service. It could be whatever. I've been in some situations where they kind of, you could tell they just kind of listen to it on the way, and then just kind of faked it through. And it's probably them keyboard players. Anyway, when musicians arrive late to sound check, and now the vocals get the short end of the stick and can't get a proper sound check. Hey, Deidre, I understand. I want to shout you out because that is so true. Y'all really do get the short end. When you're at a gig with multiple groups and the keyboard before transposed, trigger word, and didn't put it back to 0, then when you start playing, the whole band looking at you crazy. Hey, I don't know if I've seen this live, but I've seen it where keyboard player did transpose, hitting that button. I saw it on there, and then they play, kill, whatever they doing, and then next man get up, but I see the other person, you just see him, put it back up. So I guess the next person was hip to it. So now that is definitely that is a salty situation. Name dropping and overcomplicating explanations to simple theory questions from students. Name dropping. Yeah, people love doing that. Like, you just be you. You ain't got. Y'all ain't got a name drop. Like, cause if we know, we know. If we know you in that circle, we know. Like, just cause you can name a couple people off, or you might have seen somebody in passing, that don't mean that you know them. We'll talk about that later. Consistently being late everywhere. That late thing is definitely a pet peeve of mine. Noodling around rehearsal. MD trying to explain stuff, and cats rat-ta-tat-ta, boom boom, bat bat, bippity bippity, ping ping. No, my man actually wrote that up. Or mad random chords and notes and won't stop until told, and then they look at you like they didn't realize they were doing it. Oh, that's a hurt piece. Not being able to sit by their instrument without playing on it. Yeah, we are part of that ADD generation. When musicians only know numbers, kill me. What key we in halfway through the first verse? What key we in halfway through the first verse? That is funny. The biggest thing is learning the music. It's an epidemic. The biggest questions asked when considering placement or fill-in. Will they learn the music? Oh man. The biggest questions asked when considering a replacement or a fill-in. Will they learn the music? I know at least some of y'all MDs or people that got to put like band situations together. And I think a lot of times it'd be like church stuff. Relying on somebody that you don't know, that ain't in your immediate circle. Are they going to know this music? Cause it be treacherous sometimes. Cause and that's why you got to be pressed on like getting people's videos, and not just them something real cute and curated in the comforts of their home. You need some live stuff too, some live stuff outside of shouting music. Y'all be shouting down like there ain't no other songs. I'm trying to see some records. Y'all, let's see y'all play some records. And then we can talk about everything else. Next, when the sound man tries, sometimes the MD doesn't allow enough time for vocalists. Yeah, there's another. Oh no, she's already said that. I already said that one. When the MD starts freestyling stuff, we didn't rehearse the gig and expect me, the bass player, to follow them like I'm a mind reader. Yeah, I can't say this happened to me before, but a lot of times when, like, let's say we're already in the song, and then keyboard player starts going off, like, just those repetitious parts, and then they just start going, and then just leave. A lot of times, just leave me, or they'll leave the organ, or they leave the other organist just out the dry. Like we're trying to play too, but you're doing different movements, you're doing all this other stuff, and here I go. I'm just trying not to drop out. So keyboard players, like, we get it, show out, especially when it's time to. But you gotta direct us, just give us a little smoke signal. Moving on, bass player. I've seen this before. Nah, I don't think I've done this. But for instance, a bass player playing solos during talk music. I know, and you keyboard players can chime in on this one. I know that is a pet peeve of y'all's. I know it is, because I've seen it. Everybody noodling during talk music, keyboard playing just like simple pads, and you got the drummer trying to bang the cymbals of heaven, and then you got bass players trying to fill it. It'd be a lot. Next, showing up late or unprepared, don't listen well, don't play what the situation needs. That Celine Dion tune is likely not the time to show us what you've been doing at home with your double pedal. Ooh, this one, my man was definitely triggered. Hate when I'm on keys and the organist isn't aggressive. Now y'all probably gotta kind of explain that one, because in most situations, some situations, it's gonna be one or the other. Like, if you're sitting down on keys, unless you're not that good, you're more than likely the aggressor. And then if you're an organist, you're either going to be chill or the aggressor. But it's definitely difficult when you have both keyboard and organist like going at it. It's like, because someone got to like fall back. But yeah, one of your keyboard players, keyboard organist duos, maybe you can shed some more light on that one. Again, unnecessary noodling around, especially in sound check. My personal favorite, when they overload their own mix and now struggling to hear during the show. Ain't nobody tell you put 27 channels in that mono mix. Yo, that's funny. Guitar and or bass players that try to follow me every move while I'm playing talk music like we're in a song. The more competent players usually don't do this, but it grinds my gears. Well, see, I had already said it. When singers don't properly mic check, and then they want to bark when it's time to perform. Now the mics ain't level right because you was timid. Oh man, yeah, you sing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Again, you singers, you do get the worst part of it. But when it's y'all time, make sure y'all sing. Not this mic check 1 2 3. Y'all not gonna sing like that. Like, sing the song, sing something confidently. Y'all act like y'all don't do this. Another one, people showing up for rehearsal unprepared. Yeah, it's a real thing. But cool. That's all I got. So if you got some questions of the day, if you got some icks, if you got some red flags, if you got something that you just got to get off your chest, comment, inbox me. I would love to hear your story. So cool. Moving on. So this is my confessions of a musician. I don't know if you could tell by the Kelly Green that I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I am a Philadelphian born and raised. So when I first started playing, I was just a dumb young boy just trying to play. So at my local church, my pastor, she always used to like go out and preach. It was always like, I would say at least once a month, depending on the month. So one of the things that at the church, like, we had a full band, organ, drums, bass, and guitar. My brother was on guitar. My man was on drums and organ. So, and I'm pretty sure this is what it was for you guys too. If you had a pastor that traveled, or a pastor that went out and did other speaking engagements, a lot of times we would go with her, and then the choir would do like a song selection or whatever before she gets up. Yo, every time we would go, it was like war. forget about the spiritual stuff. Forget about like, oh, we're gonna shift the atmosphere and then we're gonna allow God in and to rest in this pit. Man, we were fleshly. We would be like, we are going to kill. Whatever kill me, we're gonna play this song crazy. We're gonna do whatever it is. And my pastor, she was like a praiser. She always used to like shout. So we would be getting the going. And it's always funny when we go to another situation and we just be in the back, watching everybody else do what they do, and then we're like, man, we about to go in there and just smash it. And then that'll be always like the mumble and grumble amongst us. And I know it always used to be when the host musicians, they would see other musicians come in, and then next thing you know, they start straightening up. You start hearing like the drummer play a little bit more hard, or there's a little bit more fills. There's a keyboard player twinkling the keys just a little bit more, and that was just always it was probably the most fun of like my experiences, because it was just this like undertone of like musicianship that you just didn't want to suck. I remember this one time. It was the other time where I don't know if I was playing with a group, but then we're in this church, and then I think we might have been the host band. It was like a mashup of other musicians that I know, and then we're playing or whatnot. It's not going really good. And then one guy, he sees this other group of musicians in the back, and they just kiki ha ha laughing, right? And then my man got mad, like he about to fight, like, yeah, like I guess he thought that they were laughing at him or us. And then I remember this very prominent musician, drummer, I came in with I guess another group or a pastor or whatever. Again, I don't even remember the situation. And I remember I didn't even, they didn't have a bass player. I guess they just had a keyboard player, and he was playing drums. And then he just like, oh, yo, can we get a bass player? I just sat like I didn't even hear what he said, because I still, at that time, I wasn't super confident in my ear, and if I really didn't know the material, I wasn't trying to play. And then plus just the pride of like this guy, because he was, I ain't gonna say, he was playing with a well-known gospel artist, and they just had this air like maybe they, maybe you play right and they'll put you on. Like, I don't know. It was just always weird. But I just remember the guy, like, he was just like stupid high. And then I remember driving him home, and then he was like, it's like, yo, Steve, you need to not be scared. You need to not be scared when when these situations arise. You need to be able to play. You need to play better. Yeah. I was hearing what he was saying, but at the same time, I'm like, for what? Like, I get it, but we at church, and you just a little salty. But I just know we super sensitive about our crafts. I get it. I still am, because I'll tell you another story. Something happened more recently. But yeah, we're stupid sensitive, because this is the thing. Like, we love this thing. Like, I love playing. Like, this is like, I've been doing it so long, but I've never lost my love for it. Yeah, that's the thing. So, guys, I definitely appreciate you checking in. If you gotten this far, if you are interested, I would love. Again, I want to tell your story. Let me know in the comments. Inbox me like something that's happened, and I want to read off your story. Because I've been doing these questions of the day, which has been pretty cool. I've been getting a pretty decent response, but I'm trying to get it responses over all the platforms. I'm trying to reach some more people, so I need your help. So please subscribe to your boy on YouTube, follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to build that up. Find me up on Instagram, trying to build that up. And then until then, I will see y'all later. Confessions of a Musician, episode 3.